Okay, so dating the Pisces woman, Pisces man, me dating the Pisces woman. So it's been a while since I even touched on this, and it's been brought to my attention that there's hope, there's faith, there's happiness, there's everything, and I'm like, okay, I'm still in it. What you got to understand, right? And I think no, I got to understand. It's not that y'all got to understand. Y'all brought it to my attention because obviously there's some sort of lack in the Pisces department, right? However, that'll be far from the truth, though, to be real. And that just goes to show, if you ask me, the level of secrecy that Pisces have, to where I'm more vocal about dating other signs than I am Pisces women. And it's not even like, I kid you not, it's not even like we're signing a bunch of non-disclosure agreements and shit like that, and that's why it's not happening. It's just like I don't know. It's like this thing that hovers over us to where I just don't speak about it much. But there is a level of secrecy that's just associated with Pisces that, for me, I think it just keeps me from saying certain stuff. Like I feel like I can't say certain stuff. But I will touch on things, right? And that's associated with the 12th house, y'all. So what I'm saying is, what I'm noticing more and more as these relationships grow. First of all, they're longevity type relationships. So now I'm even more confident in myself when dealing with Pisces women because, I always thought like I could be a committed type person. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way that I do it. It doesn't seem the same to other people. And I think it comes from the Pisces ability to weave in and weave out of situations, relationships, whatever the case may be, that makes us what they say is wishy-washy. I just think there's so many other words to describe wishy-washy, but it is what it is. I'm not even complaining, but most of my relationships with Pisces women are that way. They're like in and out, weaving in and out. A lot of them are long distance relationships. So it's like we just do what we can when we feel it's time to do it, so to speak. The level of dedication or commitment always pertains to a lot of the time with what we left off with, which makes me feel good about art because most of my relations, and this is another thing too. So this is what I'm saying. Like this, another thing is like a lot of my relationships with Pisces women are in the work field. So those are not, those relationships can be fragile. I'm not even saying that they are. We actually do well, to be honest with y'all. So it's not like a weird thing. Like people make shit weird, I think, to when like, they work together and then they get involved and then it's just like, oh, this is not going to be weird after, right? Like, don't even ask me no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's just do what we got to do and then whatever. You know what I'm saying? But again, even then, there's a level of secrecy that's involved with that to where it's like, we know what we're doing in that aspect as well. But the art, the commitment to being artful and being along the lines of picking up where we left off is there, and that's reassuring for Pisces. Pisces people, it's said about us already, but it's true. We like to be reassured of ourselves. Like, so you don't really got to tickle me or nothing. Just if you can pick up the conversation where we left off, it shows me that you're paying attention and that you like the stuff that I presented to you or that you presented to me, and you didn't let that slip your mind. You know what I'm saying? So most of my Pisces relationships are along those lines. But it's the same thing. So I don't know if y'all seen my first Pisces man and Pisces woman video when I spoke about how like we'll be in different places, and we'll be communicating with each other, and it's a lot of the times we're involved with other people, so we're kind of like doing this slutstitute thing, right? We got this slutstitute thing going on, and it's like for whatever intent and purposes involved, you could call it whatever, but a lot of the times, like I said, we're doing work as well. So I guess you could say it's like you got your work boyfriend and you got your work girlfriends. It's like that with Pisces relationships. And it's like we're placed in these regions, or we're placed in these households, we're placed in these families, we are placed in these situations for a purpose that we can't really pull ourselves out of. It's like, and this is what I mean about the secrecy, but it's kind of parallel to an agent go undercover in some type of fucking field, or for some type of mission. That's how I feel my Pisces relationships are with women, and I understand it. It's like I can't expect but so much from them, because I know they're planted there for a purpose. So I want to also parallel this to a movie that I seen, and I actually did a review on this movie, right? But it's like stuck in the archives of my hard drive somewhere. I can't really this is just not a good time to access it, put it that way, but I will try my best to get it out there. I did a movie review on, I think I did it. I bet I had done it. I brought it up. But this movie, right, Minority Report, I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a fantastic fucking movie. But it's definitely a movie that you can look at in far as water signs go. Scorpio, Pisces, and yeah, I would say largely associated with Scorpio and Pisces. But the Pisces aspect is, in this film, there are these three women. I think there's three women. I think they're triplets or something like that, or they're just these types of special beings that have psychic abilities, and so the government puts them inside of this pool like thing, right? Is it the government, or it's either the government or some corporate private company. But anyway, they're housed in this pool of water. It's a pool, and they're kept there all the time, like 24/7, and they're like hooked up to these these machines that could read the synapses of your brain and stuff like that, right? So what these three beings do is, and they're human, but they just got special abilities. They channel the water too, mind you, and they get these glimpses into the future of things that are going to occur. Things that, should I say, I'm going to leave it at this. Things that have the potential to occur. And they're along the lines of criminal activity. So this way, the law uses these people to catch crooks before they even do the crime. All right. Now, there's another entity that comes around during this process and said that that's unlawful. That's against humanity. It's against human rights and stuff like that, to go and address people and attack them based upon something that they didn't do yet. And the argument is, but these occurrences have been known to be true, and the way that we know is we've caught these people right before they've acted out these crimes, or one that has slipped in between the cracks has been proven to be true, and we didn't get there in time, or we didn't act on it. So this is proven to be great technology, when it's not even really technology. It's these chicks fucking channeling this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I closely associate that with Pisces, and I say that to say this, right? One of the chicks was actually freed from the pool, and she began to speak on her own reconnaissance, and it was found that she doesn't want to be used as a machine. You know, she knows she has abilities, she knows she has powers, and it should at least be left up to her should she want to do something along those lines. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. I might be butchering it. It's been a while since I've seen it, but you get my point, right? So my point is, that I'm making here is, that's kind of like how I feel me and Pisces women relationships are. Like, because in the end, these beings, they end up in like farmland. The law puts them in like some farmland, some secluded area far away. And the movie ends like that. So it's not necessarily saying that these women don't participate in, providing these glimpses that they get. Although the law was broken down and they weren't allowed to, the law was changed to where they weren't allowed to do that anymore. But you can gather that these women still had their capabilities, and that because they saved so many lives, they might have still kept in contact with, like, Tom Cruise, who was the star of the movie, or whatever the case may be. And it's just, but the ability to be in a secluded area like that, for them to be able to choose on their own, is important to a Pisces. You understand what I'm saying? So these are how I feel my situations are with Pisces women, to where it's like, no matter how bad I want to be with these women and sleep with these women, and oh baby, yes I do, right? And it's like the purpose is so strong that things have to be done in a certain way, or else it's like a an act of impulsiveness that we kind of low key know better than. We low key know that we're building at something, and the more that we build to it, the more that meet and greet is to happen. I'm really speaking about the long distance relationships. I can't even remember the last time I had sex with a Pisces woman. I'm lying. Of course, I remember the last time I had sex with a Pisces woman, but it's been a while. Yeah, so it was that powerful. But I'm just saying, I'm okay with the whole long distance shit. You understand what I'm talking about? And if no one else understands, I understand it. So, but it's kind of bittersweet. So I'm not even saying that there's no hope for this, or there's no faith for it, or it's just like a lot of the stuff that I want to talk about, I can't talk about, and the stuff that makes the most sense to me dating Pisces women is the artistic field, and everything that's included in that: photography, film, and all of that Dungeons and Dragons shit is the shit that I'm into with Pisces women. Strong sexual allure, but that's something that can't be helped, I don't think. And I don't mind it either. It's just like, oh, stop flirting with me. I'm in anguish, and that's like, nah. You do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? We don't have those types of boundaries. I don't have those types of boundaries in any Pisces relationship that I'm in. And again, I don't mean to paint us out as sluts. It's just like, I think we're more in tune with knowing that you can actually correspond with someone, and you know it's divine. It's not because otherwise it would be this old putting a restraint on oneself, which detracts from opening up the abilities, if you will. That sounds like an excuse for fraternizing and shit, right? But yo, I'm good with words. I listen to myself sometimes and I'll be like, God damn, boy, you can really justify anything out this motherfucker. But I'm serious, yo. Am I the only person going through this? Because I need to know. Because, see, y'all Pisces, y'all be silent about certain shit too, the same way that I'm describing. Like, no one wants to talk about the darkest, deepest shit because of the taboos that it can break, and that it can bring up. And then people are like, people in the public personas, a lot of people shame that, knowing that they got a secret or two themselves and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't bring too much to the light when it comes to Pisces and Pisces. Plus, I haven't been face to face and physical with Pisces like that in a minute, y'all. So there's only but so much I can tell you. And I don't mean just to tell y'all about the sex we've had. I'm talking about, like, you can pick up a lot more things when you're face to face with someone, and you can interpret different cues and different things about them that you wouldn't have noticed long distance. And at the same time, I've been having all types of psychic phenomena that tells me shit that probably wouldn't be able to be detected should I've been face to face with a Pisces woman. So that's where I'm at with it right now, y'all. I probably said a whole lot of nothing, but said something in between the lines. If you can read in between them, kudos to you. Celebrate. All right, I'm out.